25-yard line.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
On the play, 2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
To throw is Daniel. They go screen play to Langford. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up. Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
At their own 20-yard line.
The Oregon offense on the field ready for their next possession. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
To throw on 2nd down, Matthews. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Steps away. He can run for it, and he will. Breaks through the contact. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out, it makes...
This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 36 yards on the play. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up. And he is into the end zone for an Oregon touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Ducks have furthered their advantage.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Now after the touchdown, here's Oregon set to kick it off. A fairly short kick from the 14. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Hurricanes take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
2nd and 10, Daniel again. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And, oh, now it's out. Langford loses the football. And this is picked up by the defense.
Are you serious?
So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 2nd down, Langford. And, oh, his first carry, he loses the football. It's going the other way.
Carried by the running back.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And
When's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
It's a pickup.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. That's caught at the 3. And he will score. Touchdown, Ducks. From 3 yards out. And the Ducks have furthered their advantage.
Danny Newberry for the extra point.
Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Now after the touchdown, here's Oregon set to kick it off. A fairly short kick from the 14. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Hurricanes take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad.
Under pressure, and down goes Daniel.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Tight end.
The Miami punter out on the field as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. When it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They start out with a run by Ferguson. Sheds off the tackle. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. With the line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Nothing.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
He's going to go up top again. And got his man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
It's a gain of 30.
Give him 32 on the play.
Oregon.
Carry here for Burgess. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 14 yards.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
From the contact.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a 1st down. They'll try to run down here with Ferguson. And he is into the end zone for an Oregon touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Ducks have furthered their advantage.
Extra point attempt here still to come.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
Hurricanes, nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Oregon set to kick it off. From the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard.
Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set.
And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
For number 15.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your cap.
And he will score. Touchdown, Ducks.
Complete to Parnell Gibbons.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just
now,
said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
Good luck.
he's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
Takes it at the 7. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started.
And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
43-yard line.
Now a give right side. It's Woods. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Tackle made at his
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage. Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. The first down throw for Daniel. That's caught by Jackson. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. From the red zone now, Daniel got his man complete over the middle. It's Flowers. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. 2nd and 5 from the 8. Out of the gun, Daniel. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Baby. Past the 20. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. From the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own.
Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position of throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this. And he loses the football a second time. And the defense says they have it. Yes, they've got it. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you get...
And he will score. Touchdown, Ducks.
Complete to
that score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
And the route is on here in this first half.
Ducks 49, Hurricanes nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Oregon set to kick it off. Takes it at the 7. Dangerous return man showing it here.
The Hurricanes take over 1st and 10. At their own 34-yard.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this will be scooped up by the defense.
Daniel's pass complete. Fumble on the play.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Oregon. From 8 yards out. And this offense continues to pour it on.
Danny Newberry for the extra.
He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there. So
with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. From the 6.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Ducks 56, Hurricanes nothing.
The first half, no contest. What will the second half bring?
as we are back and underway on EA Sports. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
10 at their own 31-yard line.
Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set.
And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it.
And a loose football. And this is picked up by the defense. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return? Everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home.
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
From the 6. Oh, good-looking return set up here.
Hurricanes take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started.
And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them.
And the ball is knocked out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense.
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. Throwing is Matthews.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on?
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Oregon. The Heartbreak Kid connection, one finding the other, and they really make it look easy out there.
Oh, it's a special chemistry that they have, isn't it? And look, we go all the way back to their time in high school. Positions may have changed, roles may have changed, but what doesn't change, their friendship, their connection, and understanding where each is going to be on the field, no matter what the situation.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more.
Now after the touchdown, here's Oregon set to kick it off.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set.
And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now. Under pressure, and down goes Daniel.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Off play action, Daniel. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the gun, here's Daniel.
steps away to his left. Got some room at the 30. How about that? They weathered the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this where both of these guys running the ball well?
Yeah, they mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility.
Incomplete.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here's the option. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. It's going the other way.
I'm the best in the
30,
game. I'm the best in the game.
20, 10. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
The Hurricanes take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up!"
And he lost the football, and the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way.
Daniel on the keeper.
He had the option there, decided to keep it, exposed himself and fumbled it.
Yeah, and you worry about the hits he's going to take in that situation. In this case, not only does he take the hit, he coughs the ball up, as you noted.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Oregon. A big play there. 47 yards. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points. And man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Oregon set to kick it off.
The Hurricanes take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to understand.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
That's taken in by Henderson. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but then pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
This is caught by Jackson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. The Hurricanes now 1st and 10. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Daniel on first down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 2nd and 10, Daniel. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, guys, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of down. On first down, Ferguson. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read a receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it. And oftentimes,
got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything. And he is into the end zone for an Oregon touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
Now after the touchdown, here's Oregon set to kick it off. And a short kick taken at about the 16. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Shotgun snap for Daniel. Checks it underneath to Langford. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
At the 46-yard line.
From the gun, Daniel.
Daniel's pass intended for his wife.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Daniel going to throw on 3rd and 1. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Once again, Daniel. Under pressure, and down goes Daniel.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And it'll be a turnover. This is going the other way.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that's caught inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Ducks. A big play there. 82 yards as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Now after the touchdown, here's Oregon set to kick it off. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And now it's 2nd down. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Operating from the gun, Daniel. And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
That's good.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. From midfield, here's Daniel. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And does the defense have it? They do, says the referee. We're going the other way.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Oregon. A big play there. 44 yards. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Now after the touchdown, here's Oregon set to kick it off. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. They are down big. They have not scored a single point
I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room, get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team.
Want to talk about a story that's making the rounds, and that's the Heartbreak Kids and their indelible bond. Once again, taking college football center stage at the championship game later on tonight. It has been truly amazing and truly inspirational to watch this amazing journey that these kids have been on from start to finish to this point, showing off their character, their grit, their determination, their heart has been on full display for all of us to behold. And I normally don't say this, but I, for one, will be a Heartbreak Kid in spirit as they take the field in this big game tonight.
A season's worth of Saturdays all comes down to this. The final in New Orleans, home of the Mercedes-Benz Superdome and the 2020 College Football Playoff National Championship. It's the Oklahoma Sooners against the Oregon Ducks. Here we go, the matchup we've been waiting for. Buckle in as we are off in the College Football Playoff National Championship from New Orleans.
Look at the spin.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Play action. Matthews flush to his right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. It's the correct call.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Oregon. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Oregon set to kick it off. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10 for the Sooners. They'll start the drive with a run by Stewart. And he lost the football. And the defense has come up with it. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs. First time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there's no such thing as a safe run.
And he is into the end zone for an Oregon touchdown. A great effort there. 33 yards. And the Ducks have furthered their advantage. Just an unbelievable start. Less than a minute in, they're already up 2 touchdowns.
You talk about getting out of the gate fast. I mean, beyond fast. That's warp speed, isn't it? To jump over 2 scores like that in less than a minute's time, your confidence has to be elevated.
I haven't even found the right height for my chair yet. I'm still adjusting.
You mean you found a way to sit down?
I did, yeah.
Wow, you're
At
quick.
least I got that accomplished.
I'm still standing watching this occur.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Sooner offense back out, ready for their next possession. It's Young on first down. And he fouled it. It's on the ground. And this will be scooped up by the defense. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3. And he is into the end zone for an Oregon touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Ducks have furthered their advantage. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front, because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take the ball to dinner.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25.
Out is the Oklahoma offense, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability. And his first carry, he loses the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football net and make it more slippery and hard to handle?
And he is into the end zone for an Oregon touchdown. Tommy Matthews, 26 yards. And the Ducks have furthered their advantage.
For the extra point.
Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it, it's scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
From the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Sooner offense back out, ready for their next possession. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Out of the gun, it's Young. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And now look at this. Big game, but a fumble. It's going the other way.
Let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
Step out.
yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Mason. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
First down, Young. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. He's at the 40. 20. 10.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a Big 12.
Big 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the
Right?
end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep them from going all the way.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run it. This is Ferguson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for it. It's 4th and goal from the 3. Well, on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Oklahoma now with a 1st and 10.
No surprise. They try to throw the ball on 4th down, but it gets batted down. They don't pick it up.
Got a little football 101. When you're going toward that quarterback, you see he's going to start to throw. Get your hands up, right?
Get your hands up, affect the play, and then everyone get your hands up. When the ball gets to the receiver, moment of truth, knock it away.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
On the ground, it's Dallas. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
In punt formation for Oklahoma.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Sooners, nothing.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own. It's caught inside the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Ducks. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And this offense is running away with this one. Now he's having a nice little 1st half here, partner.
And it's a 1st half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now after the touchdown, here's Oregon set to kick it off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Out is the Oklahoma offense ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football. And he loses the football a 2nd time.
Julian Thomas, the ball carrier.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next one comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And Young's throw there incomplete. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run it. Here's Stewart. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. 4. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs.
6-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them.
He loses it again, and this is going to go the other way. The defense has it. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Oregon. So not only is Is that his third touchdown catch of the game? He's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Sooner offense back out, ready for their next possession. And they'll begin by running the option. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Young from the shotgun. And a sideline pass that's caught by Thomas. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Young off the play fake. He's going to look deep down the field. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 24.
That's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
On 1st and 10, Matthews. He'll rifle this one. This is caught inside the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Dance. A big play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And this offense continues to pour it on. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Ducks 49. Sooners nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Oregon set to kick it off. Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out is the Oklahoma offense ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial... And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating her.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Point after, right down the middle. And a route is on here in this first half. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard.
Here's 1st and 10 for the Sooners. Young working out of the gun. And his throw's good. Be incomplete.
Intended for number 8.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll play fake. Now Young. Right, and that's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Thomas, the ball.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun, it's Young. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. 3rd and 1, they opt to pass it, and the one thing happened that could not happen. They took a sack.
Yeah, I just wonder, is that an indictment of their offensive line? Did they think that they couldn't move him enough to pick up a first down there? Or was it analytics? Did they think about it that way? In any event, they'll be studying that in the future.
The Ducks take over.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now, it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 40. Past the 20. And that's a touchdown. Now, hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Brutal. So take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Matthews. He's going to try and go deep again. He's got him in. Complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 54 yards.
36-yard line.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Matthews to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Oregon.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Nothing.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away from the 10.
The Sooners take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Sooner offense back out, ready for their next possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now, what a story this would be. Oregon 1/2 away from a first national title.
Sooners, nothing.
Just 1/2 remains in the college football season as we begin the second half of this national championship game. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Oklahoma now with a 1st and 10. They'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and and stacked him up.
Young's pass. Complete.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? Like any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
10 at the 41-yard line.
They run with Thomas. Some tough running, but it only gets him to the 45.
The ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
5-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the gun, Young. Throw right side taken in by the tight end Bryant. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
5-yard line.
On first down, Thomas. And he's got this down to the 35. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down.
Brings up 3rd down.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Oregon offense on the field, ready for their next possession. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to the defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back with their offense is playing so well.
They are clicking right now. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
At the 49-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. And he's got his man on the comebacker. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Oregon first down.
Operating from the gun, Matthews. This is at the end. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
The 7-yard line.
25 yards that time. On the carry, it's Ferguson. And he is into the end zone for an Oregon touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Oregon set to kick it off. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29.
Take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard.
Out is the Oklahoma offense ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those... And he loses the football the second time. So he scooped up This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Following the fumble recovery, Matthews. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown. He's been a frequent target, and with catches like that, one-handed in the end zone, I'd keep going his way.
And he's doing it every which way, isn't he? Two hands, and in this case, we just saw it with one hand. Almost reminds me of a great return of service guy in tennis. No matter how you whack it at him, it comes back at you. In this case, he just envelops it and brings it in.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. But a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Over first and 10.
The Sooner offense back out, ready for their next possession. First and 10, Young. A throw over the middle, caught by Bryant. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, Young, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And for the third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. They frustrated these receivers tonight, really held down the passing game, but there got the penalty.
Fine line between aggressive, good coverage, and interference, and they crossed it on that play.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Running again, and again it's Ferguson. And he is into the end zone for an Oregon touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Sooners take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Out is the Oklahoma offense ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
So the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
To the air once more. Young. Incomplete. Green once again the intended receiver. And it's second down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. And they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game. So defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
A second down throw for Young. Throw left side complete. That's Chandler. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now there's a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
That throw by Young incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
They'll run on 1st down. Ferguson. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Right back to Ferguson. Breaks free again. Well, he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the
on 1st down. It's Ferguson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front. Say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Oregon. A big play there. 50 yards as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left, and their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
And able to get this out to the 25.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Sooner offense back out, ready for their next possession. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive. And it's a foul. And the defense says they have it. Yes, they've got it.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big. I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first. And he is into the end zone for an Oregon touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Now after the touchdown, here's Oregon set to kick it off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Out is the Oklahoma offense ready for their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. That's into the hands of Edwards. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Edwards. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
One last shot for Young. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 24. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
Eluding the pressure right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the defense. There he goes, left side.
You know what? Why don't you just start it?
And that man just submitted. A return for a late touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
And it's officially celebration time in Eugene as for the first time in school. A champion's performance, weapons galore on the offensive side of the football, and they finish things off in style as they will be crowned the champions of the...
Hey, you know, it was really great what you did.
What do you mean?
I know you could have gone to the draft last year, but instead you risked everything to come back here and help us. It means a lot to me, man.
Hey, we've been through it all together, man. You know I love you like a brother. So, are you feeling thankful enough to finally admit that I'm Batman?
Come on, let's not get carried away now. But hey, I will admit, you're no Robin.
Okay. Well, at least there's that.
Superman.
Soups.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I can work with that.
Yeah, you know, he's Batman's equal, his biggest rival. And even though they battle it out from time to time, they always wind up back as close friends.
I could definitely work with that.
But hey, just in case you ever go stepping out of line, you should know that I always keep an extra thing of kryptonite on me at all times.
You might need that in NFL against me. No cap.
Well, that was certainly a college career for the ages.